Good morning, everybody. It's Becky here at Aunt Beck's Creations, and I thought I would take a few minutes and just do some kind of doodling type stuff. I've got these recollection, they're like a paint pen. Here, see, you can hear the ball in there. I've had trouble using these simply because they bleed through the paper really, really bad, and I've had them a while, and I am trying to use from my stash and use things up, you know, instead of just keeping them and having them dry totally up. And then I'm also pulled out a Posca pen, which my crazy friend over there in UK got me some of those as one of my wishes granted on a Monday. And then I got out a Zig fine tip, and this one's a Uniball Signal white, and then I got a Jelly Roll white and a Jelly Roll in the glitter. And I'm just going to take and doodle on these. Now, I did go back and play with some just acrylic paints. I pulled out acrylic paints, and I also pulled out glitter glues and added the vines and stuff on there. But I just was playing with that and trying to, like I said, use up what I've got. So I'm going to do some doodling and thought I would just chit-chat with y'all while I did it. I won't keep you long, but I thought I could continue on this. Now on this one, you can't hardly see the flowers that I stamped. The black is so strong. So I was thinking I could go around the petals with something else. I did that on one of these others with yellow, what's it called? Pearl. I don't know if I can reach it or not. Let me see. This stuff here, liquid pearls, and that looks pretty cool, but I'm going to go back and do some doodling on it. And some of them have kind of curled up a little bit, but that's okay. They'll straighten down if you use them in collage or whatever. So let's see, this has got a lot of pink on the background, and I've got this pink thing. I'm going to get this notebook over here and see if it's coming out. Sometimes they act like they're drying up totally. I don't know if this is going to look good or not. And this has a glitter in it too. I really don't know if I like this, but we're using up what we got. Now see, the longer I use it, the more the stuff comes out. Might have to go back over that I first started on. So I don't know about the rest of the world. We are having the weirdest weather. Yesterday, I had to cut the heat way back and open windows just so we could get to sleep last night. And then this morning, we had to turn the heat back on. And I've got a little space heater going in this little living room here, as well as the heat's running. Because as much as we have tried to seal things up, when I'm sitting here at the table, I still get a draft at my back. And I'm not sure where it's coming from. Probably the window with the air conditioner in it, even though we have covered that with a piece of shower curtain and all. But this house is really old. The windows are really old. This is kind of cool now that the paint's actually really coming out. And Nita Robina was showing some of her entries to her challenge, and I didn't know she was having a challenge until this morning, so I need to go and check and see if it's getting too late to enter. It probably is. But there's another lady that had entered her challenge, and her name is Weenie, and she's in the UK. And if I can remember, I'll put links to hers and Nina's channel. I was just watching her do the cutest page with the koala bear off from the toilet paper, and it was so stinking cute, and I love her sense of humor. Love it. It is really all about the little things, and we all get wrapped up into, you know, what's happening in the world right now and getting upset about it and being ugly to one another, which is not necessary. So I'm going to work harder at not taking everything so personal, and I hope others will as well, because it's not a personal attack on you or I. It's a personal attack on and an opinion of how things are going, and we're not going to agree. I can tell you that a majority of the people that watch my channels will not agree with me on politics or religion, for that matter. But I still like y'all, and I enjoy watching your videos and seeing your creations, and I hope that you won't judge me because I believe different than you. The only way we're going to survive any of this is if we just come together and stop being mean to one another. It only takes a moment to be nice, and I'm going to work harder at it. So, on to some better notes. Howie is doing much better today. He ate breakfast this morning, which I was really glad about, because I was thinking, oh, another vet bill, because the dogs cost me over $300 to get all of their yearly stuff done. Well, actually it was over $400, because I had to take Bernadette and get her cleaned up because she was getting so matted, and since I'm not there, there's nobody to brush her or care for her like I would. Oh, there's a petal I forgot to put white on. Maybe I'll fix it with a Posca pen. So anyway, and I bought her a sweater, and the little imp, she wiggles out of it so fast. I told Greg, I said, you're probably going to have to go out in the yard, find her sweater, and put it back on her periodically, because they had to clip her so tight to get rid of all of the mats. And I think I'm going to try to start taking her to the groomer like every other month or so, because that was $75. It wouldn't have been $75 had she not been matted so horribly bad. So that looks pretty cool. So let's see. I might use, I'm going to get this over here and make sure it's doing. I don't know if this is going to do or not. Let's see. Looks kind of cool. The thing about the Posca pen, it kind of, I don't know, to me it's like nails on chalkboard. Ugh. Especially when you're going over paint like this. Ugh. I don't know. So, has anybody else discovered any new talent on YouTube? We need to start helping these smaller channels that are just starting out. Spread the word about them and get their channels out there so they can get some exposure and everybody can discover some new people. I'm really glad I saw Nina talking about Weenie, because she is awesome, and I hope she continues with videos. So Weenie, if you're watching this, I hope you continue. Loved your video this morning with you working with the koala bear on the toilet paper roll. That was so cute. And I don't even mind that it does splatter a little bit. I guess that's the nature of this pen, that it splatters. I just wanted to tone these red spots down. I liked them when I put them down, but then as it dried, I was like, man, that's kind of harsh. I'll have to go over it with something. And I heard yep, one of the kids I used to play with when I was really little was, he's a grown man, of course, he's my age. Actually, he's 2 years older than me. But he was killed in a head-on collision yesterday on the main road in my hometown, so up in New York. It was sad news. And my mom was supposed to come and visit me. That's pretty cool. This week, but change of plans. She's not going to make it, but I'm kind of used to that. But it's all right. Not going to dwell. All right. And now this has got this purple. None of the these came in a set, so I can't even tell you. It's like a glitter pen set, and it went clearance years ago, so I can't even tell you a SKU number or anything to see if you could find it anywhere. So I don't know what I want to do here though. I wanted to add some more purple to the petals. Let's see, there's a kitty cat hair, imagine that. Let's do, it's not going to show up on the black. It's not going to show up. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about that then. I'm just going to not do that. That looks pretty cool. So we're staying up here this weekend, and Scott wants to do the floor finish with the stuff where we have to clean the floor with the acid wash before we put that stuff down. We got it at Home Depot. It's pretty cool looking stuff. He wants to get that done, and if we're going to do that, I'd really like to close that section of the porch in totally so that it's kind of warm, and if I needed to, I could like put the cats in there and block them off, and then we could quit feeding the spare cats and the raccoons and the possums if I could close that area in. But I don't know, we'll see. We haven't really talked to Adele about it either, and it is her house. But when we got home Sunday, we had a visitor, and he was stuck up on the ledge. If I can remember, I'll add a picture, add some pictures at the end, do a little photo. See, it's coming through. It's coming through even this stuff. Hang on just a sec. But the stupid raccoon had gotten up on the ledge. I guess he got scared and just ran and jumped, and then he couldn't get down. I don't want to ruin the table, is why I'm doing this. So I ended up slipping out there with him still up there, and I told him, I said, don't decide to come down while I'm out here, because Scott will be laughing his fanny off because I'll be going, ah! But bring this back in. This was my drop paper from yesterday, which is actually just a piece of paper. But I went out there and I went to the lumber pile, which is out in the main part of the porch, and I got a small piece of a cut off 2x4, which was like a 2x2 piece, and I walked real slow over by him, and I propped that stick up to a little ways away from him or her. I don't know if it was a him or a her, and told him, there you go, now you can get down. And in a little bit I went to check and it had gotten down. It apparently couldn't get down because it didn't have anything to grab to. So when I saw that he was scared, you know, you can tell when an animal is scared. I tried to do my best to bail him out, so he seemed quite happy to have a little help with it. It was almost like, some assistance, ma'am, please, a little assistance. Quit trying to scare me down. Just give me some help here. So, and he hasn't been back, so, and we don't know how long he'd been stuck up there. You know, we didn't know if he had just run up there when we opened the door and I didn't notice him. I was going out to feed the cats Sunday night when we got back. But he has not been back since. Apparently he did not like being stuck up there. But yeah, I'll do a photo slideshow at the end of the video. It's always a little bit more work, but it'll be all right. I'll go through and pick out some of the pictures of the kitty cats and stuff, and a picture of Bernie when she had her coat on after her haircut. And you can see how very blind she is. And she hangs right with Amelia. Amelia's getting to be such an old girl. I promised Amelia a trip to the groomers. The next time Bernie goes in, I'll let Amelia go too, because Amelia will just need, she has one of those deep coats. She's just a mutt dog, but her undercoat is very thick. So when it starts to warm up and she's trying to shed, she gets very uncomfortable. So I go and I let them use that that brush that removes the undercoat. I can't remember what it's called, but yeah. I wanted to bring Amelia home with me and let her just stay with me inside because she's getting so old. And the problem is to let her out to potty, she'd have to be on a leash constantly and she wouldn't be able to run and explore and stuff. So I don't know. That looks kind of cool. So anyway, I don't know how long y'all want to sit and watch me color, but whatever. This one, I don't know what to do. I don't want to put something too shocking on it. What if we do, it's getting a little warm now. Of course, that could be just a hot flash moving through. Who knows? Let's just do some squiggly, sketchy lines. Uh-oh. It's gumming it up. I don't know how y'all keep these pens working. What's the tip on that, guys? Because even when the paint's completely dry, I end up getting, I don't know what happens. It gets to where it won't work. See, that one doesn't work now. I don't know if that one's just out. I'll switch to this jelly roll. See how long it lasts. But I watch people and they'll just go along with these white pens on a project and not have any problem whatsoever. So y'all must know something I don't. Is it something I'm doing? You know? What's the tip to get these pens to... Do you just wipe them off on a paper? Or... I mean, because this paint is totally dry. It shouldn't be clogging it up at all. The jelly pen's doing a little better than the Signo pen. See, there it goes. I don't understand. I don't know. I guess this is looking all right. I just don't understand why it starts skipping. I don't know. I'm doing something wrong, I'm sure. I think what we have decided to do is to try to find a little house out in the country that needs some work and spending less on it so that whatever extra we have, you know, over the cost of the property from the sale of our property can be used for, you know, repairs on it, and maybe build a small house on it as a guest house. I don't know. You know, someplace Greg can stay when he comes to visit, because if we have a smaller house, quite frankly, Scott and I have gotten so used to being on our own that, I don't know. It's hard to describe. Once your kids are grown and you're out and you get comfortable, it's hard to let them back in. This one turned out pretty cool. This is pretty. You know that movie Failure to Launch? Yeah, I think that's what we have. I mean, he's managing on his own down there at the house, and he's just really discouraged with the world in general. You have to be careful with these though, because they are wet when they first go on. That one was only a partial print there on that petal. I am hoping that Scott will be up for at least a little bit of exploring time this weekend since we are up here. But I think Saturday I'll let him. That's the day I really like to do the running and exploring, and let him sleep in late, and then we can work on stuff on Sunday. But he wants to get a lot done this weekend, so I guess we'll wait and see. That looks pretty cool. This one I was trying to get the glitter glue out and it wouldn't do, so I thought it was all, you know, solid, so I took the cap off and I turned it upside down and it went plop. So I just kind of spread it around on there. And that one I did red paint around and white little things on there. And then this is the one that I put I actually dipped in the pile of glue that had fallen on that other paper and just put this on here with my finger last night. So that looks pretty cool. But anyway, that's all I'm going to do with y'all. I might do a little bit more off camera, so I don't want to keep you all day. Bye, guys.